Welcome all. Thank you all for joining. And this is kind of I know after lunch it's slow, even slow afternoon, and people do get into doze mode. But I'll try to keep this interesting and more relevant to the current day's scenario. Um, and My questions will be fluid. I'll request everyone to be, time conscious. Probably look for the variations in opinion. I welcome that. Please try to give me different perspective or give the audience a perspective from your challenges, gaps, and difficulties on an organizational level. How we, I won't say succeed, but not even failed, but we failed in some spaces, right? So this is a new topic, dawn of Industry 5.0. Uh, and For me, it feels like it's a humanization of technology. Uh, People are trying to connect technology to the more human cause, more like sustainability, carbon zero, net zero, circular economy, and pretty much everything in between. It's like more of a humanization and towards the larger goal of civilization and sustainability. So I'll ask a couple of questions directly to individuals, more like on what they feel about it. It will be interesting to know if there is a new perspective coming in out of this discussion. Probably we will be able to conclude in a more concrete manner, right? All right. Thank you all. I'd like to start with the discussion. I'd like to have this first question with Mr. Shiva, and it's about uh, all the industry is basically driven by mechanization, and mechanization we always look for first. Let's automate first and digitize later, right? That's been the cost-effective way of automation first. So how do you see same happening to transition for 4.0 to 5.0? Like, what are the ways we have to pivot this conversation from automation first to digitization first?
Thank you, Nitin. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thanks, Nitin. I think when you ask automation comes first or digitization first comes, so you need to have a demarcation between what is automation and what is digitization. People.
So automation is about control and higher levels of
I'm just
control.
saying.
Yeah. And
Earlier we used to talk about even if you're kind of automating accounts payable process, that is also comes under automation. So the main thing is, see, most of the manufacturing industries, automation is by and large is part of the entire PLCs, SCADAs, and MES and all that. Now, what are we trying to achieve and beyond this? We are only taking one level above whatever the data and accumulated. If you go to any control room, so the guy who's sitting in the control room, operators, they'll be knowing like what are the things which is happening and what is going to happen. What is going to happen is from their experience and their expertise and their gathering of knowledge from various sources and their own experience. That is the last piece which we are trying to take it to the next level. This is for a continuous process manufacturing industry. This is the scenarios. And if you look at discrete manufacturing, so what happens is the data capturing on real-time basis is a main thing for any automation or digitization. We just embarked on a journey and we were trying to figure out machines which is automatically can he kind of do a self-realization and self kind of giving awareness of how am I doing it. So you need to have first the basis for automation or digital transformation or FIDA2 is basically how do you collect the data from different equipments. The data collection is the key thing. So you have various sensors and different things are there, but again it depends on the need. We need to have a proper business case to see it whether this is going to have whether I may look for a predictive maintenance or prescriptive maintenance, different maintenance kind of things are there. Then how do you ensure that your OE is there?
all right. So this
And
is
from quality
basically,
perspective as
yeah.
well.
So basically, purpose-driven Industry 5.0 we should approach for. All right. Thank you, Shiva. The next question is about same lines, but more on merger of systems, machines, and IT, and how they need to be connected together, and that should lead to a platform or a foundational basis for Industry 5.0. Mr. Samir, if you have some views on that.
Thank you, Nitin, for that question. Good afternoon, everybody. So let me answer that from a perspective of discrete manufacturing industry. I think that's and to build on to what Shiva was talking about earlier, this OT-IT interface.
Yeah.
I think that is something that is coming in now. It wasn't there, as you rightly mentioned. In your previous question, you mentioned about how it was automation first and we need to be digital first now. But I think this is a very important aspect. Why? Because there is a tremendous wealth of data available on the machines, on the shop floor, which is not available for IT operations or for a larger, bigger picture operations. There are several challenges to address this problem, especially in a discrete manufacturing industry, because typically you would have a line and those line would have multiple machines, typically coming with multiple controllers at different times of different points in time, and probably from different makes, and sometimes even from different generations. So then how do you put it all together?
Right.
And I think there are software tools available today. There are companies available today to make that happen. The new PLC generation, new PLCs that are coming are actually capable of not only doing the machine controls, but also pushing the data up onto the cloud,
Right.
for your ERP or whatever MES, whatever you want to work on it. And so typically